The House of Representatives has decided to invite Mele Kyari to explain the recent increase in the cost of premium motor spirits. Hi, welcome to It's Happening This at the Top 10 Stories. At number 1, the House of Representatives has decided to invite Mr. Mele Kyari, the Managing Director of NNPCL, to explain the recent increase in the cost of premium motor spirits in Nigeria. The House passed a resolution to address the price hike urgently, as it is expected to lead to higher food prices across the country. A committee will be established to investigate the reasons behind the price increase, and all marketers will also be invited to participate in the discussion. The members who supported the resolution agreed that market sources determine the price of oil. At number 2, the Federal High Court in Abuja has warned that it may issue an arrest warrant for Godwin Emefiele, the suspended governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, if he does not come to court to explain the $53 million judgment debt related to the Paris Club refund. The court has given Emefiele another chance to appear and clarify his position, but his lawyer requested more time as they have been unable to reach him. The lawyer explained that Emefiele has been in detention since his suspension and all attempts to contact him have been unsuccessful. At number 3, the House of Representatives has decided to temporarily halt the privatization of airports in Nigeria. This decision was made after Rep. Kama Nkemkama presented a motion calling for an investigation into the concession of airports in the country. Nkemkama believes that the contracts for the airports were awarded to foreign companies without following proper procedures or laws, which will ultimately benefit a small group of Nigerians and their foreign partners while negatively affecting the Nigerian people. He argues that this policy will result in job losses and economic challenges for future generations. At number 4, the government of Ekiti has warned residents about the bacterial disease anthrax, which can affect both humans and animals. They are advising against consuming certain types of meat to prevent the spread of the disease. The ministry is urging residents to take preventive measures such as getting vaccinated, properly disposing of infected animals, practicing good hygiene, and seeking veterinary assistance. They are calling on the public, farmers, butchers, and those involved in agriculture to closely follow these preventive measures to stop the disease from spreading. At number 5, lecturers from the Colleges of Education Academic Staff Union have announced that they will only be on campus for 2 days a week until the government resolves the negative effects of removing subsidies which have affected their well-being. The union's president, Dr. Sam Olugbeko, stated that their members cannot manage to live on the current minimum wage. As a result, the union has instructed its members to only work on 2 days a week. They are requesting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to address the issue of salary adjustments for staff at colleges of education, as he has previously increased salaries for staff at Lagos State-owned colleges of education, making them the highest paid in the country. At number 6, the Nigerian Supreme Court has confirmed that the Chief Justice of Nigeria did not have any phone conversation with President Bola Tinubu or anyone else regarding the current presidential election petition for the 2023 election. The Supreme Court clarified that the Chief Judge did not communicate with Tinubu or the Director General of the DSS in an attempt to influence the decision of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. The Director of Press and Information at the Supreme Court reassured the public that all pending matters in the country's courts will be treated fairly and justly, regardless of the individuals involved. At number 7, 2 individuals, one from Benin and one from Nigeria, were apprehended by the Nigerian army for attempting to illegally bring a truck filled with what is believed to be marijuana into the country. The suspects were caught during a stop-and-search operation in Ogun State. The investigation revealed that the drugs were brought in from Ghana and various items belonging to the suspects were found in their possession. The suspects, along with their vehicle and evidence, have been detained and will be handed over to the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. At number 8, Babatunde Salako, the Director General of NIMR, is urging the government to help vaccinate animals and their handlers to control the transmission of anthrax. He believes it is crucial to focus on livestock and their handlers to prevent the disease from spreading and suggests educating the public on preventive measures. Salako emphasizes the need to monitor diseases, particularly in transported animals, and calls for collaboration between the NCDC and the Ministry of Agriculture to effectively respond to public health issues. He states that Nigeria has the capability to diagnose anthrax and urges Nigerians to adhere to guidelines provided by the NCDC and the Ministry of Health to control the disease's spread. At number 9, the People's Democratic Party has condemned the All Progressives Congress-led federal government for raising the price of fuel from 534 naira to 617 naira per litre. Debo Ologunagba, the National Publicity Secretary of the opposition party, criticized the recent price hike as both provocative and exploitative. He also argued that this increase has further exacerbated the already challenging economic conditions under the APC's leadership. The statement asserts that the fuel price is excessively high and lacks justification, attributing the current situation to the ruling party's insensitivity, corruption, incompetence, and economic mismanagement. Finally, at number 10, the federal government plans to penalize trade association members who engage in unfair competition and raise food prices unreasonable. At a forum organized by the FCCPC, Babatunde Irukera, the CEO, highlighted the issue of unfair food prices in Nigeria and how certain trade unions are forming cartels and engaging in unfair practices that lead to overcharging for essential food items. He emphasized the need to address uncontrolled increases in food prices, especially since the president declared food security a national emergency. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.